Alright, I see a Johnny Depp being hilarious in court, part 5. I gotta check it out. Here comes the music.
How many times have you seen Mr. Depp use marijuana?
Too many to count. I mean, daily.
When
Why
you're
not?
working security for Mr. Depp, it's Mr. Depp and Mr. Depp alone that is your client, correct?
That is not correct.
Well, in fact, you saw Mr. Depp push or shove Whitney Heard, correct?
Absolutely not.
And it was only after Mr. Depp pushed Whitney that Amber stepped forward and punched him in the face. Isn't that right?
That is not correct.
Your next witness.
Mr. Depp calls Jack Wiggum, who should be waiting in the electronic lobby.
Jack Wiggum. He's gonna come out wigging and...
Were you aware of Mr. Depp's professional reputation at the time you became his agent in October of 2016?
I would say objection leading, and I think it's going to call for hearsay.
I'll overrule at this point. Go ahead.
Here we go with the hearsay shit.
Johnny's reputation, in my opinion, he was very well regarded and respected by peers in the artistic community.
Your Honor,
he was very
I'm going to object. First of all, he says in his opinion, which he's not an expert witness, and second, he's now going into hearsay.
No, I'll overrule the objection.
Why do they always go to the
Mr.
hearsay?
Wiggum, Her Honor, you may continue.
I remember Brian Lord and myself finishing a deal that had started at the previous agency.
Objection, Your Honor. May we approach?
Okay. Hold on a minute.
Can't the judge just be like, overruled, let the man speak? And if you don't let the man speak, I'll have you kicked out of the courtroom or something. My yuck. Ah! There's I put this snoring sound to her
was Mr. Depp
face
play
once.
in Pirate 6?
Objection calls for speculation.
I'll allow it.
And hearsay.
I'll allow it.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
In 2017, to what extent, if any, was Mr. Bruckheimer supportive of Mr. Depp remaining in the Pirates franchise?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay.
I'll sustain.
He can't even answer
Thank
the
you.
question before they
To what
say
extent,
stuff.
if any,
Or
did
hearsay
Mr. Depp
bullshit.
socialize with anyone at Disney in 2017, to the extent you know?
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll allow it to the extent he knows.
Do you know whether Mr. Depp socialized with Disney during 2017, yes or no?
Objection, Your Honor. Foundation and hearsay.
I do.
If you could lay a foundation to how he
I-
knows.
And Your Honor, may we
What is
please
going on right now?
publish this to the jury as it's been previously. Oh, it is. Thank you. How, if at all, did Ms. Heard's op-ed impact Mr. Depp's ability to land roles in studio films?
Hearsay,
between December
hearsay.
2018 and
Objection,
October
Your Honor.
2020?
Dildo guy. He said dildo.
Foundation and expert.
I'll sustain that objection. Next.
See?
Are you near the end, Mr. Chu? I just want to make sure because
I
it's
am,
coming up on
Your
our morning break. Okay.
Mr.
This is
Chu?
an email chain with the subject line, quote, Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow won't return.
Object to him reading even from that to the jury. It's a hearsay document. He's asking questions from the hearsay document.
I'll allow that question. We'll see where we go.
Would you please explain to the jury what the message was about?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. Hearsay. He's asking him to essentially say.
If we want to approach for a moment.
Hearsay, 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 hearsay. I hope somebody
Mr.
who's paid attention to the trial since the beginning can combine all the hearsays into a big giant compilation hearsay video.
2018, but before October 2020, that you learned more about Disney's plans about whether it would cast Mr. Depp in Pirate 6.
He will not, because he's not going
Just
to.
asking whether he.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Yes.
What, if anything, did you learn about the role Margot Robbie would be playing in Pirate 6?
think that calls for hearsay again, Your Honor. I'm gonna object.
I'll overrule the objection.
To what
Overrule
extent
it.
did you reach out to Jerry Bruckheimer or Sean Bailey?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay.
It does not, Your Honor.
What is this lady doing?
Thank you, Your Honor.
How is she a lawyer?
Was
Or
your
like what?
outreach to
Is she a
Mr.
lawyer?
Bruckheimer and
Or is she just
Mr.
a
Bailey
paid
successful?
actor from Amber Heard?
I'll allow it.
No.
When was the last time
She's
you
probably
discussed
paying
Mr.
her to
Depp's
say it.
role in Pirate 6 with Jerry Bruckheimer?
I gave you $2
Sean
million.
Bailey,
You
or
better
anyone
say
else?
hearsay every time.
I'm gonna object, Your Honor, on hearsay.
Overruled.
She's like, Amber Heard's like, if you say hearsay 11 times, I'll give you
In addition to
$5 million.
Pirate 6, did Mr. Depp lose other films between December 2018
And if you don't, I'm gonna
and
fire you and hire a
2020
new lawyer.
because of Ms. Heard's op-ed?
Hearsay.
I sustain the objection.
Oh, that guy too. Oh, rotten face over there.
In addition to Pirate 6, did Mr. Depp lose any other films between
Hearsay!
December 2018 and
Did somebody
October
say hearsay?
Objection, Your Honor. First of all, I don't think he testified that he lost Pirate 6. Second of all, it's a
She's
legal-
now contradicting the witness's testimony,
no,
which is
no,
Just trying to ask the
inappropriate.
question
Both of you,
the other
both
way.
of you, overruled. Let's go. Next, go ahead and answer the question. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and take our morning recess. Do not discuss
Wow.
the case with anybody and don't do any outside
This
research,
trial
okay?
is a joke. This trial is a joke.
He's testifying.
Did it match the song? I tried to do my
impact
burp
of
with the
op-ed.
song.
I think it's in fairness we should be able to put this in and be able to make the comparisons.
It's clearly hearsay.
Okay, I'll sustain the
It's
objection.
not offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted, Your
I'll
Honor.
sustain the objection.
Okay.
Hearsay.
Well, let's go
Hearsay.
to. So do you
Hearsay.
recall that it says in here?
Say here. Say here. I'm here.
Your Honor,
She's just trying to backdoor your ruling.
Hearsay. I'm here.
and
Hearsay
the
gay.
press that surrounded that case, do you recall it being focusing on things like Mr. Depp's drug and alcohol use?
You, I've seen a better Down syndrome lawyer.
I don't recall when I first read it.
You don't, I mean, it wasn't a big deal to you. You didn't
The
read it
lawyer's like,
immediately,
you're not
correct?
familiar about Reddit?
I have a wife, 2 kids, a full-time job. I don't remember.
And you have no idea when you first read it? I just want to make sure I understand that.
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor. I'll sustain the
Look,
objection.
I wasn't
I'll
at this.
sustain the objection. Next question.
Okay.
I sustain the objection.
Okay.
Next question.
Mr. Marks,
Wow.
you were asked a series of questions about a number of publications and publicity related to Mr. Depp by Mr. Nadelhoff. Do you recall those questions?
He asked a lot of questions about a lot of articles.
Right, so you don't know how many people actually did the search for Johnny Depp in January 2004, correct?
Correct.
It could be 100 or it could be 1 million, right?
I don't know.
And you don't know if it's actually human beings doing these searches, correct?
As opposed
As opposed to bots or something like that.
I did not do an analysis to determine if it's a bot or a human being, but Google Trends is a tool that's going to show you during a time frame the highest point of search interest as 100.
Okay. But you don't know.
I mean,
if
there are a lot of
it's
bots.
Bots, my cat doing the searches, correct?
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor.
Sustained. Next question.
Now, text allegedly.
I'm not
sent
saying
by
there's
Johnny
bots
Depp
in this
about
case,
X
but
read in court.
there are a lot of bots, especially on Twitter.
I mean, if you want to talk about these articles, we need to bring them up.
This is your opinion. You don't recall what articles you analyzed?
I mean, there's a lot of articles here. I didn't memorize each title.
There were 6 articles that you
Okay.
analyzed in the almost 2 years after the op-ed.
All right, can you bring those up and we can talk about them? I'd be happy to discuss them if you would bring those up.
And then you previously had a chart that had articles from November 2020, correct?
If you could just answer his yes or no
Oh,
question,
sorry.
that's fine.
I didn't hear your question.
We can ask it again? Did he forget? Well, that was awkward. I guess case closed. What's going on? Ah, that's the snoring lady. She's standing up. Oh, she sat back down to snore. That's it, huh? Thank God it's over. Yeah, for sure. Is it over though?
You again.
You again. I like Johnny Depp at the end there. He's like, oh, you again. Like I said, this trial is a joke. It's funny. And jokes are funny. Hearsay. Johnny Depp's gonna win. Thanks for watching. If you did, peace out.